All right, welcome. This is going to be a biggie. India versus Brazil. India already have a win under their belt. The confidence, they beat Nepal, another mighty team. Just seconds away from the start of that one.
And now, let's please welcome for our next match, the team of Brazil.
All right, the world wants to see how have Brazil prepared themselves for a game that they're not very used to. You talk about their arrival, I would really want them to stride and sprint and take down to the mat. They're taking their own time. Maybe that is a part of their strategy as well. Ladies and gentlemen, arriving on the mat and settling down on the mat are these bravads from Brazil.
And now let's please welcome the whole men's team of India.
All right, amidst a huge round of applause and with tremendous pressure. Yes, when you play in front of the home fans, it is pleasure and it is pressure as well. Pressure can burst a pipe and pressure creates diamond as well. These are diamonds settling down on the mat of Kho Kho.
And now, let's please also welcome our dignitaries for this match of the course. Shri Raj Chaudhary ji, National General Secretary, Fera Bharti, and joining him is Mr. Pankaj Kumar, camper representative. Please.
All right, when you talk about this game, it holds a lot of importance. And you know what? What channelizes your energy? What gets everything transfixed? Your focus is as sharp as a laser ahead of a huge encounter. Mind and body, they start to work in togetherness when the national anthem plays. Not just for those who are on the mat as players, but for every Indian and every Brazilian. Time for national anthems.
Can you all please rise up for the national anthem of Brazil? And now for the national anthem of India.
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
It's always a wonderful note to get started with the game right after the national anthems. Brazil, who are known for their sporting prowess in so many field sports, they're world beaters. They know they'll be up against it tonight, against the favourites, the home team, Team India. Pratik Waikar on the left, the captain of the Indian Kho Kho team. Coronas on the right, the captain of the Brazil team. Well, he's flaunting that big flag with pride. And why not? Wonderful occasion to have the Brazilians on a Kho Kho mat. Not many would have seen that coming a while ago.
Team Brazil, what the toss, choice attack.
It's Brazil that have won the toss and they've decided to attack first. India will be defending early on in this game. Yeah, the women's team put on quite the show minutes ago. The onus will be on the boys now to repeat what the women did. And take a look at the playing 12 for the Brazil team.
Yeah, time for them to showcase what they're made up of. How about the skill set? What have they learned? Because up against them is a massive team, massive opponents. The team which is the hot favourite, Team India. When you talk about them, you also talk about the clinical win against Nepal. However, when you talk about the 5 points, they don't sound too big, do they, Nafs?
Take a look at the playing 12 of Team India. Pratik Waikar, the number 12 jersey. Ramji Kashyap, watch out for him. He's absolutely electrifying. Suyash, one of the taller players that India have. Babani is once again rapid across the mat. You go across that team, lots of all-rounders. Mehul, Nikhil, Akash, Subramani once again along with Suyash, the two tallest members of the Indian team. Going to take a quick break here. When we come back, live action. And it will be the second game for Team India in the men's division.
The first game that they played, we're talking about the mighty Indian side. The first ever Kho Kho World Cup, they beat Nepal by 5 points. Another massive team. We're talking about the top two Asian teams when we speak about India and Nepal. Up against them are Brazil today. The world has embraced Kho Kho. How well prepared are Brazil? We'll soon find out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
We're ready to go. India taking on Brazil. It's in not too many sports will you see India taking on Brazil, but here we are on the mat of Kho Kho. Mehul, number 5 jersey, the 55 jersey, Mehul, making it look pretty easy at the moment. Look at that. The captain of Brazil, Coronas, doing all the running at the moment. Oh, just outside the reach of Danton.
Yeah, first of all, I want to see great speed. Now, short Kho is what they're relying on. But will that strategy work? Because the Indians have completely read the game brilliantly. Now, you can't change your direction after that. He dives. Does he rise with the touch, though? And the answer is no. Mind you, if as a team you survive 3 minutes in a batch, then you get a dream run.
Big units, the Brazilians. Now, will that work to their advantage? No, did he go past? Did he go across the central lane? Oh, in fact, he does get the touch on Mehul. Yeah, he likes it. He's celebrating that. JP is a big unit. You know, much bigger in size, the Brazilians, Paddy, in comparison to the Indians.
Yeah, but all that you require now is great athleticism. Now we see it from the Wazir. He throws that hand and the wild charge, but that does not get converted into his result. Oh, well done. He fakes the Kho, and then the pole sort of dive, and then the running hand touch. Well done. 2 points.
Rockison barely moves at all. very conservative. He saves his energy for when he really needs to put on the speed boots. Now look at JP once again. He's the biggest unit on the mat. Yeah, it takes some time for him to come down. Matthews now. Just look at how quick Akash Singh is. Nice.
Yeah, look at that, and he's very relaxed at the moment. He's saying, okay, catch me if you can. Now that overconfidence actually does not work for you. It comes back to haunt you. Brazil have inflicted and announced that please present batch number 2 for us.
And they've taken 2 minutes to get batch number 1 done and dusted. But just a little casual, dare I say, the Indians in the first couple of minutes? Or is it just them taking some time to get used to the surroundings, warming themselves up? The skipper's going to come out in batch 2, Pratik Vaikar, Gautam and Ganpule as well. Aditya Ganpule.
Yeah, and this is how it works. So you take care of the 3, you take care of the batch, the next batch has to come. Each touch gives you 2 points. Brazil have 6 so far. Indian women's team offered South Korea a huge thumping a short while back. Torres rises. Torres offers the Kho to Wazir. Wazir, he should have gone for a longer bit is what I would have preferred.
JP, he's got a technique of his own when it comes to running. Torres is a big man himself. Like we said, look at the speed that Danton's got. Suddenly switches gears, and how?
One thing's for sure, Nash, they've got a hang of the sport, no doubt about that. I mean, they understand the value of a short Kho. As you can see right there, Wazir dodges, Wazir decides, now there's a Kho, and now there's a wide charge, but well done, the Indian captain. Vaikar is a very good defender. And now he says, okay, you cannot change directions, so you have to go back, you have to give the Kho. That's how the rule says.
Finally, the Wazir comes into play. Oh boy, that was close. Look at JP now. Yeah, once again, the whistle because he changed his direction. He goes the opposite way.
And that's what you cannot do. Short little Kho working for them. Wazir gets into action. He suddenly says, okay, well done. He goes straight for a bit, then changes direction, then offers speed. Now gives the Kho. Vaikar escapes. Well done. Great bit of defending. This is where he's so good at, the Indian captain.
He's claiming the touch is Matthews. Now he wants to go for the review as well. Pratik Vaikar is in fact saying, I'm okay. Yes, review not needed. He has been tagged. He's accepted the tag, the skipper. But impressive so far from the Brazilians, Paddy. They haven't given India much at all. No, we're yet to see a dream run. We're only about 1:40 into this match. There's still about 80 seconds left for that dream run point to come. They might be big in size, the Brazilians, but there is plenty of commitment. There's lots of effort being put in here.
Now, what I see is great energy, great intent. And then they take a fraction of a second more when you're getting up. That is where the problem is. When they're running 2 minutes into the time where you speak about the batch, you always come in a batch of 3. That is how it says, that's how it goes. Short little Kho yet again. Wants to fake the Kho. Will he give the Kho? Yes, he does. He says it, and then the touch has to come first, and the voice has to come later. That's the rule.
It was the fake first, and then the touch. Look at Big Torres. Wazir has not really done too much in an attempted skydive, but Gautam, it almost feels like we've not even had a chance to see Gautam on the mat, Paddy. Aditya Ganpule has been on the receiving end of some attack from the Brazilians. Does get tagged this time. But we're about 15 seconds away from a dream run here for Team India to get them off the mark. Aditya Ganpule, 7 seconds remain.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can they get it? You need to survive for 3 minutes to get a dream run. And it should be it for India is what I believe. We'll get the confirmation for you very soon. There it is.
Yeah, Zeno, Torres, Danton. No, it's tough. Yeah, you can see he's pretty winded at the moment. Corona's the captain of the Brazilian team. He is pretty tired. And mind you, the team that is attacking is often the team with more in the tank. It's the defending team that often are running out of fuel. It's quite the opposite. It's the art of conserving your energy in the game of Kho Kho. That is really, really vital. You can accomplish so much, Paddy, by running very little.
Absolutely, and that is the top skill when you are defending, no doubt about that, Navs. You talk about the dodge, you talk about the disguise, you talk about the guile. We saw Vaikar was excellent in the first game today itself. Talk about Brazil, but one thing's for sure, I mean, they've come here with intent, with purpose. We saw the hunger, we saw the dive. We saw the understanding for the sport as well. And as they keep playing more tournaments, they'll keep getting better.
They certainly will be getting better by the game, let alone the tournament. I'm pretty sure the Brazilian team in their final outing in this tournament, regardless of which stage it is in, will be a lot better team than what they are today. That's the beauty. They're also spending a good amount of time here in India, and so they'll spend plenty of time with the Indian players, coaches, a lot of them from the Kho Kho fraternity, to understand how they can better their game. And that's what it's all about. Rubbing shoulders with some of the best in the business around the world. Oh, made a change here of the Brazilians.
60 seconds and under in this turn. Okay, gone. They'll get two more right here. Can they inflict a complete wipeout of this match? Because look at the time. It's a race against time. You get 7 minutes in one turn. One touch gives you 2 points. While you're defending, well, only the dream run can give you a point. Oh, uses the pole to great advantage. Does he get a point? And the answer is no. India still has on the mat jersey number 23, which is Subbu, and his partner doing a very good job, jersey number 9, Suman Berman.
Made a few changes of the Brazilian team. They've changed their Wazir. Mandaloso comes in. Torres is still there. Look at that. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, that's nice. You corner your opposition. And that's what he did there. Mazzola.
That was very acrobatic, and that is a great dodge. Oh, you cannot go do that. Recovers well in time. They're learning very quickly. Basir can go in both directions, and that is the end of the first turn. We'll tell you how it has worked for Brazil. They've got 16 points from this one, which is not bad, Navs. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. 16 is pretty good, Paddy. India picked up the couple of points courtesy the dream runs. Tara is enjoying herself in the stands. Tejas and Tara, the two mascots of the Kho Kho World Cup. That was a nice touch there. Then Danton got into the act. Zeno got a tag on Akash Singh. That was Aditya Kanpule. They've been pretty acrobatic. I like the little that I've seen from the Brazilians.
No doubt about that. Now, how good will be India when they come out to attack? Well, all that you need to do is take a coffee break. We'll be right back with more Kho Kho action. Come back. This is the last game of the night, and this is the second turn of this very important game between India and Brazil. Brazil, when they were attacking in the first turn, they gathered 16, but good that India, while defending, gathered 2 points. Here comes India while attacking. Now, short little Kho. Yes. Uses the pole, takes the turn, runs hard, gives the Kho. Kho yet again, changes direction yet again. India, how much damage will they be able to inflict in their turn? Padamjit Sherawat with Navneet Krishna.
This is going to be exciting, Paddy. Rokason is the Wazir for India. Wow, what a skydive from the skipper.
Now you would want to see that time and again. He was totally airborne, and then he rose like a phoenix rises from the ashes. We'll show those moments for you. Look at this one on the left-hand side. Up he goes. Oh boy. Steals the thunder. Captures the moment.
A ripper from the skipper. That's what it is. Now Ramji Kashyap. These boys can turn on the heat all right. Akash Singh, quick, easy. Done and dusted. Now it's only Matthews that's left. Gautam's quick as well.
The steam, the swiftness, the surge, the skipper. Short little dodge. Oh no, bend the wrong way. Touches the pole. Then he comes. Wazir into action. Wazir gets it! No, he doesn't. Not even yet. Sorry for the excitement. It can happen. This is Kho Kho. Now given. How many seconds, Navs?
Unreal. 25. A minute and 25, Paddy. Wow. This is some serious action. Only on the Kho Kho mat, Aditya Kanpule Pratik Waikar, Ramji Kashyap, Rokisan Singh. They're giving us some skydives. They're giving us some moments of magic. These boys in blue are seriously exciting.
And what worked for India's favour while they were defending, they earned 2 points. When you earn 2 points, that gives your confidence a boost, lifts your morale. 16 to Brazil, 8 to India, mind you. Look at the time in the turn, 5:30. Quick little Kho. They should be using Wazir a whole lot more now. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Look at Ramji Kashyap now. Have a look at Ramji go. Have a look at Ramji go. Excellent. I like that from Andrade. Changes direction. Gets Ramji Kashyap off guard. Dayton, some serious heat here. This is top quality from the Brazilians as well. Excellent fight so far. All three Brazilians surviving. Ramji doesn't know where to go. Pratik Waikar. Denton has some speed. Goes out of play though. You can't go there, Denton.
Yeah, this is what pace does. It forces an error from you. Look at the speed. Look at the agility. Catch me if you can. This game has tremendous sprint lined up for you. How is that for energy? How is that for passion? How is that for purpose? How is that for the wild charge? But with a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Have a look at how they change direction. Very nice. I like that. That is just quality. Zeno is still there.
Look at the replay, the previous one. It was sheer pace that forced the error. And now with the dive. Yes, he rises. Ramji Kashyap.
I'll be honest with you, Paddy. This is some serious heat here from the Brazilians. And they're having to push India. India are operating maybe in 4th gear because the Brazilians are putting on a decent fight here.
Well, let's understand this. The Brazilians have given the Indians a little scare, no doubt about that. You cannot take them lightly. Believe you me, a couple of more years into Kho Kho and they will be a serious threat. Because look at that, when it comes down to the energy, the speed, the understanding, it's there. It's just that the little finishing touches that the errors are on.
Mind you, the more time they spend, as far as Kho Kho is concerned, Paddy, they'll start to have members of the team that are built in accordance to the requirements of the game. A lot of them are very big, they're bulky, so they're not the quickest across the mat, but they are pretty smart. They know what it takes to play well in this game. Every now and then you'll find yourself in a spot of bother, but that's okay, because they're up against a top quality team in India.
Well, the attacking skills. Well done. The post timing has been good for India today. Change of direction, the tapping, the Kho, the turn, the run, the fun. Shot Kho. Yet again, uses the pole, takes a turn, increases speed, realizes he's out of reach. Indian captain, yet again. And yeah, talk about the two of them into one frame for you. You need to be far away from each other. Now, just one left.
Yeah, he was out of steam, Marloso. Now Franco Pinto. Look at him. He's a big unit as well. But I like how they're using the advantage that they have. And that is that they can go in every direction. But excellent from the Wazir from India. Well, India really made the stretch here. They're picking up points, all right. But it's wonderful to see the energy. Look at that. They're all smiles, the Brazilians. So much noise here at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, India was made to sweat. India was made to hustle. The hustle, the hurry, and then the jump and the dive. If India thought it's going to be a cakewalk, hold on. Brazil are making you run.
Absolutely. Mind you, India picked up 2 points when they were defending, so they've picked up essentially 18 points. They've cleaned up 3 batches in about 4 minutes. They have 3 more minutes. Get as many as you can. Corona's the captain of Brazil. Yeah, too slow.
Wazir does very well. White charter. Indian captain has been remarkable while defending. No doubt about that. When it comes down to Wazir, wow! Wow that you do it, but tell me how that you do it.
Unbelievable. Oh, that was very smart, Nikhil Fox there. This is interesting. So much noise. How much intensity has this game got? He can't. Felipe Sousa Santos, the latest victim. India not finished that up in 40 seconds, Paddy.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That's been their best performance so far when it comes down to attacking. The captain wants to have a word with his boys, and the fans are having a gala time right here. We will look forward to his company right till the 19th, and the big final will be played. At the moment, talk about the speed, talk about... They have a fair understanding about the sport, no doubt about that.
100%. One thing's for sure, Paddy, India's competition is going to be pretty stiff. We knew that they were coming in as favourites. We knew that they were the best team. But I'll tell you what, Nepal pushed India yesterday. Brazil is doing pretty well as well. India just beat Nepal by 5 points only. That isn't a convincing margin by any stretch of the imagination.
And we understood that sort of a fight coming in from Nepal. But Brazil this day has surprised me. Not with their athleticism, but with the knowledge about the sport and with the understanding. A little bit of more finishing touches and they'll be a very different team altogether. Short little Kho, wild charge, dive! Billy Rice, no. A little Kho, on the go, on the move. Vasir, captain, there is Yaki. Great understanding by the Indians. That is great teamwork.
Unbelievable action. Skydives everywhere. Points, bodies flying, bodies falling. What carnage here on the Kho Kho mat. This is the Kho Kho World Cup, and you're not going to see action like this anywhere. That I can promise you for sure.
And if you miss out on some action, we always keep showing it to you in the replays on the left side of your screen every now and then. One touch gets you 2 points. I'm loving the speed, the swiftness, the surge. Oh, well done. Well, the fans know it. Somebody was quietening things down. Defenders review.
Defender review.
Oh, that was a quality skydive from Mehul. Just look at the desperateness from Matthews as well. He's diving to get out of reach. Mehul with the dive to get contact with Matthews. Now this is a toughie, Paddy. I'm glad that I'm in the comm box. I am not the one making that decision, but that's a toughie. Oh, is that a clean one? I think that's pretty convincing, Paddy.
I have no idea. TV Empire will tell us. Verdict has been couriered.
Defender down.
That brings about a huge cheer and a mighty roar in the Indira Gandhi International Stadium right here. The first World Cup, and the team that is the hot favourite to lift the trophy is in good bit.
They doubled the score of the Brazilians at the moment. There's 1:40 left in the second turn here. Now India are going to notch up as much as they can when they're attacking. Remember, the team that is attacking is the team that has the opportunity to notch up a lot of points in very little time. You can't pick up too many points when you're defending. That is why the onus will be on India to pick up as many as they can in the 100 seconds that remain. Remember, for everyone tuning in new to Kho Kho, every tag gives India 2 points. Or the attacking team, look at that, another skydive. Paddy, skydives that go in vain is an indication of how equally contested the team is.
Absolutely.
The game is.
And especially when India is doing it, because they are a master at it. Right? We play Kho Kho as a leisure sport in Indian schools. Also in rural areas. When you don't have the teacher coming into the class, you say, okay, for fun, let's play Kho Kho, let's play Kabaddi. Recreational sport.
Paddy, I've been just around the sporting circuit for a long time, much like you. I'm trying to think of a sight that is as exhilarating as a skydive in Kho Kho. Unbelievable action. The excitement it brings is just... Well, you have to be here to watch it and to feel the energy.
Yeah, or watch it on our network right here. Yes, the dive gets the 2 points. There's a mighty wild charge. If you look at them, when you talk about the speed and the agility and the rapid strides, talk about the endurance level as well. The Brazilians are second to none.
Yeah, we know what they do on a football field. I'll tell you what, they just have sport in their blood. They expect Brazil to just get better and better. The growth of Kho Kho is a certainty, and competition for Team India is a certainty as well. Look at that, the smart from Nikhil, uses the pole, gets the touch.
Well done. Yes, it is, but it's a review. Review has been taken. Okay, the review has been taken. There it is. Fine, he can do that. Does he get a touch?
Just look at the athleticism, the agility of Nikhil there. Yes, he's using the pole, but to just pivot himself around the pole and extend that left hand to get that kind of reach is just unreal. These guys are serious athletes. They're extremely fit. Still trying to figure out if the zoomer is giving us any conclusive evidence at all.
That's what the TV umpire will require. Oh, you know what? Agony. He was completely distraught. He had his face wrapped up into his palms.
Look at that. Look at the Brazilians. The girls' team watching by the sidelines. It's what you love about this World Cup. That's the support staff. But you saw that with the Netherlands team as well. The men and the women supporting each other. They may have suffered massive losses, but it's a festive atmosphere here in the capital city. So good to see. And kudos to the Kho Kho Federation of India in putting up what's been a wonderful show already.
Yeah, you talk about it, and that is the scoreline for you. India have a 20-point lead after 2 turns, which is going to be good. But the Brazilians have given India more than a jitter, no doubt about that. But the game of sheer pace and athleticism is running in your veins all the time. You'll fall in love with the sport the more you see it, because Navneet and I, for the first time we did commentary in this one, and we're loving it. And this is how it was. When the girls absolutely, rinsed and washed the South Koreans thoroughly.
There was one-way traffic there, much better thought for the South Koreans. They're much newer to this sport. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot tighter here in the men's division. Brazil are certainly no mug on the Kho Kho mat. India are having to bring out their A game. We've seen skydives aplenty. Have a look at that. Pratik Vaikar, who was quite sensational. The Wazir too. Take a quick break. We have another half coming up. Don't go anywhere. Turns done, 2 turns remain. It's a 20-point lead for Team India, and it's the turn of the Brazilians to attack now. It's their turn to narrow this gap and bring their score as close as they can to the Indian one. At the moment, 36-16, and we start turn 3.
Yeah, jersey number 6, Ramji. Jersey number 8, Suyash. 67, Pabani Sabar. Talk about the skill set that's required when you're attacking. Speed, agility. When to give the Kho, when to fake it, when to produce a wild charge. Everything matters.
It's just everyone doesn't mind just a few minutes of quiet time. It's just been absolute carnage, mayhem. So much action, especially when India were attacking.
A player who tries to avoid being tagged by attackers of opposition team is termed as defender. And the team that's sitting at the moment is attacking, which is Brazil. The team that's defending, which has 3 players at the moment. All those 3 are a batch. Now if that batch survives, if any one survives, and you go beyond the 3-minute mark, and you add a dream run for your side. It's as simple as that. It's a little tough, considering the skill set there. Now I don't understand what that was all about. Ramji could have done much better than that.
Not too sure if he lost his balance there. But Suyash is very much alive, so is Pabani. Zino trying to use the post to his advantage, can't do so. Very smart from Pabani, look at that. And it's also about saving your energy for an entire duration of 28 minutes, Paddy. I just feel that the game has lost a little bit of intensity in this 3rd turn. They gave it their all, did the Brazilians, in the first 2 turns, and now just feel like a little out of steam right now.
Yeah, because the game of Kho Kho takes a lot out of a player. You run, you Kho, you sit, you take the Kho, you run again, you fly. Your mind gets no rest either. So it takes a lot out of the human body.
Absolutely. And that's why it's about conserving your energy. Look at how Pabani is doing it. As smart an operator as you'll ever see. less is more sometimes in the game of Kho Kho. You don't have to be running all over the place at full tilt for you to be able to make an impact. Look at how Pabani is toying with the opposition. He's hardly breaking a sweat. That's what it's about.
40 seconds remaining. If India does it, India will be getting a dream run point. And because all three, talk about the two of them that are there, they need to just prolong this as much as you can. The beauty about the sport is that it gives no time for you to stand in a corner for far too long. You'll be found out. You need to be on the move, on the charge all the time.
Look at Suyash now. Yeah, he gets tagged finally by the Wazir. Is that a tag? In fact, there wasn't a tag. Now, Marco Pinto. Oh, careful. He almost went head on into the post.
We heard that loud. Did you hear it as well? That is the dream run.
Well, I was so intrigued by the play that I kept my eyes off the clock, Paddy. They made those 3 minutes whiz by. Very nice from the Indian duo.
No worry, Navs. You've got me, I got you, we've got us.
Absolutely. The Suyash gets tagged now. And so, it's going to be Papani, the last man standing. Oh, does he get tagged? Another dream run, another point.
Yeah, because after that 3-minute mark, every 30 seconds after that, you earn a point, and that is it. First batch taken care of. But the Indians, that trio of Ramji, Suyash and Pabani Sabar, they've done remarkably well. For the first 64 seconds, all three of them were right there on the mat.
3 minutes and 43 seconds is how long that match lasted. Eventually they went out of steam. Andrade with an excellent dive, and then eventually Marco Pinto gets that using the post on Pabani. Now Akash Singh, Rockison Singh and Mehul. Looks like it's going to be the three of them coming in next. There you go, Akash. Rockison is he's an entertainer as well. He's perfectly built for this kind of a sport, a lot of them. And that's when you'll start to see a lot of countries start to build for the sport when they work towards becoming a better Kho Kho nation. You've done a lot of Kabaddi, Paddy. How different is the build of a player in Kabaddi versus how it is in Kho Kho?
Oh, well, you talk about the agility and the race and the pace. Of course, that is required much more in Kho Kho. But when you talk about Kabaddi, the body strength is required far more too. Here, that may not be the case. Here, it's all about agility. Because the maximum body contact that you have with your opponent is a touch and nothing beyond a touch. So here, the wild charge. Here, look at that. He's toying with the defense at the moment.
Yeah, he went. Momentum took him one way and then he can't come back the same way, the other direction. Rockison Singh, careful. Mind you, the defenders can go past across the central lane. The attackers can't. Akash Singh, he's the last man standing. Oh, Mazzola using the post, can't get anything. Matthews, Zeno, Wazir, still nothing. Oh, they get it. Akash Singh is acknowledging the touch as well. Well done on the Indian, even better from the Brazilians.
No, I loved it. This was much better from them. This was much better. The pace that we were talking about, which had taken a dip, suddenly they got a bit of rest, and after that they said, okay, we need to just take everything out of the tank and give it all that we have. And that is what they've done. Taken care of Akash, Sinam Rockison Singh and Mehul. India is right with another batch. Gautam, Prateek Kiran Vaikar, Aditya Prashant Ganpule will be next. 38-28 is what the scoreline is. Mind you, while defending, you earn very few points because only through a dream run, which you get when you survive, when a bat survives for a minimum of 3 minutes, then after that every 30 seconds you get a point too. But while attacking, that is where you get points in abundance.
Absolutely. Which is why Brazil will say now is our time to narrow that gap and if possible take the lead, because that's how they can stay in the game. Because there's still a deficit of 10 points with only 100 seconds left. India in a comfortable situation. For all you know, India could almost win this game even before we get into the fourth turn, Paddy. Because you can expect India to not give away too many dream run points when they're attacking later on. Oh, the Wazir gets that touch. He gets Prateek Vaikar. Aditya Ganpule is still there. So is Gautam.
Pratik Vaikar is the best defender that India has, no doubt about it. Yeah, the dive, the rise, the conquer. One touch would mean 2 points, but he hasn't got it. And you spoke about the fact that it makes for great television viewing, but the irony sometimes is that when you see that such a dive being offered and it doesn't get your point, which shows the skill set of the defender.
100%. We're into the final 45 seconds here in turn 3. India lead by just the 8 points, but they have an entire 7 minutes of attacking left. The players from the bench are getting animated as well. Zeno, Matthews, only one.
You don't leak any points for that. The rule says you'll be, the referee will blow the whistle, you will go back to your normal position, you'll start with the attack again. Quick Kho yet again. Look at the time that's left in turn 3. Down to 10 seconds. 38-32 at the moment. But the maximum point that a team earns is through attacking. India has the 4th turn when they'll be attacking. He thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got him. Official believes he's got him. And they are not challenging it. India are not challenging it. But there's still 2 seconds. India are not reviewing it. They produced another batch.
Just 2 seconds on the clock. India will have to send in a fresh batch. Nikhil, Subramani and Suman will be the 3 that will stride on to the centre. 2 seconds remaining in this 3rd turn. You blow the whistle and the ref's going to be blowing it right after once again. Pretty much. There you go. There you go. It means that Brazil are still trailing by 4 points and India have an entire turn of attack left.
And that will be India's great chance. India are leading by 4 at the moment. You might think it's a close contest. It's not. It's not, because India have a huge turn now, and you take points in abundance when you are attacking. India have their turn left. 7 minutes is eternity in this sport. Every touch gets you 2 points. This is how it stands after the 3rd turn, and it will reflect in the scoreline as well. Earlier on, Indian girls up against South Korea, and it was total demolition. Talk about Indian boys. It's a 4-point lead for them, but they have the 4th and the final turn. Well, they will be attacking, and that will give them the golden chance of increasing that lead big time. We are reliving some moments from the action that you've seen already, and we'll just be slipping into a short little breather. On the other side, when we come back, what we will have on offer for you is the final turn on day number 2. 4-point lead for India. But let me tell you, the difference between the two teams is far bigger, because India's turn to attack in this final turn number 4, is here. Every touch that you gets you 2 points. Oh, he went the wrong direction. And now, absolutely he did. Now, this sport rewards quick decision making and smart decision making. Goes through the line, then changes direction. Quick Kho! No, they made a mistake there. They made 2 mistakes. This is. Now, I tell you, this is one of the closest games of the day, Naz. No doubt about it. All 3 we see in picture. Well done, the Brazilians. But the touch.
Oh, Ramzan! He gets the touch, a skydive for the ages from the Wazir from India.
And that's a treat. Point number 2. The moment they get the first play, they get the second one too. He gets rid of Costa. The only one they need to get rid of is Danton. How daunting will that task be?
I was waiting for it, Paddy. Nikhil, Aditya, Gautam. Oh, smart from Danton. Very smart. Nikhil.
It's not just the guile and the disguise. It is the smile on his face. He's saying, oh baby, did you expect this from me? Oh, the dive comes. Does he get a touch? Yes, he does. That is it. And that offers India a 10-point lead.
And with that, India further consolidate. But look at that. Just look at the spirit. The Brazilians are celebrating with those high fives as if they're the ones in the lead. But that's been the sportsmanship, and that's kind of been the spirit all through the day today. Regardless of whether you're winning or losing, they're enjoying every bit of their time in the center. They know that this is a tough contest. A top quality, and you got to give it to Danton. He really hung in there, and in the end, Aditya was just too quick. Now, JP, Matthews, and Mazzola.
Okay, now look at the clock. 5:30 and under from here on. Oh, look at the pace. Oh, but the direction was wrong. Well done. Well done. That was great thinking. You will make a mistake in this sport. You will never get everything right. But how quickly you recover. How quickly you come back on your feet. You will lose your spark. You will lose your shine. But when you get back up on your feet, oh, you rise. Oh, you rise. Oh, you beauty.
Unbelievable. Wow. I'm going to try to bring you that replay once again, but my goodness. This is top quality athleticism. Nikhil is not going to go down without a fight. Pratik Vaikar now. Look at that. Look at that dive from Nikhil in vain though.
Point was not given, but what it gave us was a lot of thrill. Was a lot. We just yelled out of our seats. We jumped out of our seats. The Brazilians, all three batch number 2, Nicholas, Matthews, and João Paulo are doing very good.
Look at Nicholas daunting. Pratik Vaikar, no, there's still no touch. Fantastic from the captain. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Brazil are putting on a show and they're reminding the world that they can play a bit of Kho Kho as well. Rocket Son Singh.
Well done. Now, okay, he's been tagged. But well done. You gave us so many moments of joy. So many moments of joy. That is why this sport is spectacular. This is Kho Kho for you. The quicker you are, the greater your chances of succeeding. Add to that the fleetness of foot, the hurry, the hustle, the finish that India is searching for. 48-34, 14-point lead.
Paddy, Nicholas is quite the showman. He's egging the crowd on, telling the Indian crowd to get behind them. How about that? The audacity of the Brazilian. But he's a proper showman, is Nicholas. He's been tagged, he's outside. So it's only the big unit, JP, in the center. It's already been 2 minutes for this match. What a performance the Brazilians are putting on. India are being made to spread really thin now.
No doubt about that. Oh, the dive. Oh, the conquer. Oh, the joy. Oh, the clap. Lovely. And just as they were inching closer to getting the points from the defense, Wazir says, how about that? Take a bow, sir. Beauty.
I'll be honest with you, Paddy, I think yesterday's game against Nepal was a close one. But for me, this is intensity at a whole new level. And I will also admit that I didn't see this coming from the Brazilians. For me, this is a breath of fresh air. This is more than just turning up for a game. Brazil are putting on a fight and a half to the Indians.
And this is spectacular. This is the reason we love Kho Kho so much. This is our very own sport. Look at the pace there. You require the guile, you require the intelligence. Speed is one thing, but correct decision is another one. The speed, and then direction, dive, kill. Oh boy! Oh joy!
Absolutely flying in thin air was Mehul. Look at that, look at that. So smart from Marco Pinto. Made Nikhil look pretty silly there. Now Pratik Vaikar. Pratik Vaikar. He's tall, he's lanky, he's agile, and he's claiming the touch on Marco Pinto. Now, the skipper says, listen, I want to review that. I know I'm confident. I have a touch. Maraloso and Marco Pinto has a smile on his face. He probably knows he's been tagged.
Looking at the body language of the Indian captain, I'll give it to him. He was 1000% sure.
And you know what? The cheeky smile on Marco Pinto's face does suggest that he knows he was tagged as well. Now let's take a look at this. Bring the zoomer in. This could be a better angle. Oh, wow. Fingertips, Paddy. Fingertips under the arms. Wow, that's a lot closer than I thought. I thought it'll be a little more convincing. Now, we're ringside and Pratik Vaikar is already celebrating the point, looking at the big screen. Is that an indication that the ref is going to go in his way?
No, that the TV umpire will not give a damn to it.
Oh, Marco Pinto watches along.
Good to see smiles, both sides. Now, India can smile because India is having a good lead. Think about a game which is tight, and when that the decision goes against you in a tight crunch game.
Yeah, just about 2.5 minutes left in the game. It's been a wonderful one. Regardless of the result, I'll be honest with you, India firm favourites to walk away with the win. It's practically impossible for Brazil to win this game now. So good. Oh my God. Did that tag? I think it was the fingertips of Pratik Vaikar that went straight into the eyes of the Brazilian defender.
Well done. Now that's a cleaner back there again. And good team spirit from the Indians. While they won the point, but they were very concerned about, is the player all right there? And that is good to see, because at the end of the day, it's just a game. It's just sport. Well done, well done. And we saw that while they won the point, they were looking back and they were concerned, which was very good to see. He gets there, he thinks of celebrating, then he realizes that actually he's there lying in agony. And they were sounding concerned, which was very good. Then the finishing up act. What does that do to the scoreline now? 22-point lead. Is my maths getting better?
Yeah, for everyone wondering what the math situation is all about in the commentary box. Well, Paddy can do with some help as far as mathematics is concerned. Let's just say that. Oh, look at that. And Wazir can go either way. Felipe was a sitting duck.
Talk about that. Under 2 minutes done for. Great game. I'll tell you why the Brazilians cannot win this. Is because from the defensive side, when you're defending, at the most suddenly what you can get. Think of the point that you can get 2 dream runs. Even then you get just 2 points. So whatever India does from here, India, oh, spectacular. Oh, lightning quick. Oh, you beauty and treat to watch.
Look at Pratik Vaikar now. Gets Sudbu. Now to Nikhil. Nikhil. Oh, loving this. Torres.
Whatever the result, Navs, whatever the result. I mean, hats off to the Brazilians, because they've given the India team a lot of fight. Look at that, what he's doing. Torres is saying, boys, did you think we could do this to you? How is that for energy? Falls, tumbles, and now the point is done.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. And that's an effort that will get acknowledgement from the entire team and the crowd as well. Nikhil is playing his heart out. What athleticism from Nikhil, and he's hardly breaking a sweat. The fitness of these boys are unreal. Yeah, but we've been witness to a great game. We've seen a lot of one-sided games today, Paddy. This is one of the more closer games I've seen, but for me, more than the scoreline, I think it's just 2 things. One is that Brazil are not taking Kho Kho lightly. They're a serious team and will only get better. And number 2 is that this game is only going to go popular and more popular as we move along. If Brazil's playing, someone else from South America are watching as well, very likely that they'll join Brazil and Argentina the next time we play.
No doubt about that. I mean, we've seen the spark, we've seen the intent, we've seen the game plan, we've seen the fact that they are ready to adapt and they are ready to fight it on. You talk about the sporting culture, they have it. You talk about the belief, they have it. You talk about the fact they think they can beat India as well. 2 years down the line, you never know, because they pick up things very quickly. 30 seconds and under from here on. What a day they've had.
Expect the Europeans to pull up their game as well. The likes of Netherlands, Poland, Germany, they're all playing. Oh, Andrade was as easy a scalp as you'll ever get.
It's India versus Peru tomorrow.
Same time, Paddy.
Same time. Before that, the girls will be in action as well. Yeah. Versus Iran. Iran, they play Iran.
Yeah, absolutely.
Double delight lined up for you tomorrow as well.
Every evening, in fact, the Indian men's and women's team will be in action as we build along to the grand finale on the 19th Sunday. But that will be it. They will get a huge round of applause, the Indian team, but I'll tell you what, the Brazilians will get plenty of respect from the Indian contingent and a lot of fans that have come here. A 30-point win for Team India to make it 2-2.
They got every worth of their penny. The crowd loved it. India get a massive win. It's a 64-34 win to India. Talk about the performances coming in from the captain. Talk about the performances coming in from Ramji. Great teamwork in a game that requires quick maneuvers, accurate decision making. You need lightning quick speed. You need agility. You need great ability. Brazilians, I mean, yes, they had the charge, they had the belief. They had moments where they were very, very good. And then you talk about moments that completely stole the show. Breathtaking, so to say. Wonderful to watch. Lion-hearted efforts. Breathtaking moves and grooves from the mat, in the stands. Victory moments. Victory is sweet when it comes after a lot of sweat. First up, it was the Indian girls. Huge 175-18 scoreline. India versus South Korea it was. Then the boys versus Brazil. Well, the Brazilians did show some flavor. So we'll head into a short little breather with those two India wins. When we come back, it'll be time for awards and rewards in the presentation ceremony. Talk about the fact India was good while defending as well. And the thing that worked in their favour was they had turn number 4 for them when they were attacking. One thing that Brazil needs to learn is they did not even pick up a single point from defence. India did pick up points from defence. Talk about attacking skills, of course they were very good. And then bowing in gratitude. When the Almighty is your GPS, you are in the right direction. Direction matters a lot in this sport, which is based on speed, pace, power and prowess. Brazil, well, they did give India a scare. At the end, you might see it's a 30-point difference, but there were moments of joy, moments of thrill, moments that they captured as well. Phases where they were very, very good. I remember a point where they was 60 plus seconds. They did not even give India a chance whatsoever. They enjoyed every bit and they offered a lot for us to savor for times to come. We're taking a quick look at how performances have been today. South Africa versus Ghana, it was a 55-point win. England beating Australia. Iran was much better for Argentina. And the Dutch were very weak against Kenya. South Africa one more time against the Dutch. 122-14 scoreline. Big win by the Indian girls. It was 175-18 the scoreline. Talk about the next one. India 64, Brazil 34. And you would want to relive some bit of it. It all started with India marching, striding out to the centre with great purpose, great intent. Brazil was here to surprise India, stun India, tell them that there are going to be no mugs on the match. We saw the pace, we saw the prowess, we saw the intent, we saw the skill. Pace, speed is the biggest skill in this sport. You need to be quick on your feet, fast hands, nimble-footed yet powerful. The jump, the dive, the thrill, everything was on display. When India came into attack, India was far, far better. And the irony was that Brazil just could not muster a single point while defending. Now you can only get a defensive point through a dream run. Dream run comes to you when a bat survives minimum 3 minutes on the mat. You get 30 more seconds beyond that, and every 30 seconds beyond that gets you a point each. 64-34 scoreline was laden with quality, jumps, dives, skill set, shot throw, fake throw, dives. I mean, when you see that sort of a dive, it's spectacular, irrespective of whether it gets you a point or not. Brazil were fighting it out. They never surrendered, and that's the best part about it. When it came down to endurance, I mean, they were far better. But when you talk about it, look at that. It was tough for India to get points. There were no easy points. Ditto for Brazil. Very few moments where we saw easy points on offer. You had to struggle, you had to dive, and then you would rise to the point. The pole dives in particular from both sides was very, very good. Take advantage of that. You need great skill set. And the Brazilians were very, very good today. No doubt about that. Now, Brazil has shown to India that there are no mugs. That's for sure. They have adapted very well. And the more competitive Kho Kho they play, international Kho Kho that they play, much better for the chances. And not just to India, but to the world as well. Why we are talking about India? Because we're supposed to be the superpower, the powerhouse of this sport, because we gifted this sport to the world. We are reliving some fantastic moments from that, and you'll get to see many dives, and this is the highlight of this sport. Pace, power, prowess, dive, thrill. And then there comes the time when it has to end. It ended in India's favour. Now, this is India's unbeaten so far, and tomorrow what we have on offer, men's and women's. Of course, Indian women's team will be up against Iran. The boys will be up against Peru. Okay, time to go to my friend and colleague Navneet Krishna for the presentation.
Well, the world was wondering, what is it about Kho Kho that is so exciting and that is so exhilarating? Take a look at this game between India and Brazil, and we'll tell you why Kho Kho is one of the most exciting sports around the world. Congratulations to Team India on another wonderful performance as they pick up their second win. Big round of applause for the boys in blue. And I have to say, congratulations to Brazil. They put on a great show, plenty of fight. They may have lost by 30 points, but what a performance by the Brazilians. Time for us to give away the awards. First up, Dr. Anil Kumar Kalkal. I'd like to have him on stage. Thank you, sir. To give away the award for the best attacker of the match. Mr. Anil Kumar is Director, Sports University of Delhi. And to give this award for the best attacker is going to go to Pabani Sabar from Team India. Played the role of a wazir in the third turn. Pabani was quite sensational. Yeah, he's not the biggest on the mat, but I'll tell you what, he's mighty effective. Flaunting the Indian flag with pride as well. Thank you, Pabani, for the entertainment. Next up, the best defender of the match, Mr. Vipin Sethi, manager Rajshri, to give away this award. He showed plenty of heart. May have ended up on the wrong side of the result, but Zeno from Brazil will be the best defender of the match. Yeah, this is the spirit. Have a look at how they're enjoying themselves, the Brazilian team. It's wonderful to have them here in India for the inaugural Kho Kho World Cup. And Zeno has given his team plenty to cheer. Well done, Zeno. Next up, player of the match. And Mr. Virender Kumar, Senior VP, EMT, to give away this award. He's the poster boy of Indian Kho Kho. He's the captain of the Indian Kho Kho team. Ladies and gentlemen, Pratik Vaikar will be the player of the match. Absolutely fantastic athleticism. Some of those skydives were quite brilliant from the skipper. And plenty of rippers from the skipper. Well done, Pratik. Congratulations on another win to you and the boys. That was game number 1. India make it 2-2 and march along. We'll turn our attention to another game that was happening simultaneously in the men's division. Nepal versus Peru. Nepal were brilliant yesterday. They were quite sensational against Peru. Once again, Dr. Anil Kumar to give away this award. And for the best attacker of the game, it will be a quiz from Peru. Congratulations, Aquiz. And brings the Peruvian flag along with him as well. It's never easy dominating Nepal, but Aquiz did that in attack. Best defender of the game. And that award will be given away by Mr. Vipin Sethi. Thank you, sir. It will go to a player from the Nepal team. BK Jalak will take away the best defender of the game. We saw how good he was against India. He was even better against Peru. Well done, Jalak. And now for the player of the game, Mr. Virender Kumar. Thank you, sir. Once again from Nepal. Ladies and gentlemen, the player of the game is Ganesh BK from Nepal. They are hot contenders to go the distance in this World Cup. Nepal put on quite the show against the Indians, and it was simply too good for Peru. And before we call it a day, we do have awards to give away for one final game. And it's a rivalry that pans sport, doesn't it? England versus Australia in the men's division once again. Once again, I'd like to have Dr. Anil Kumar back to give away the award for the best attacker of the game. And from England, Akash Dipesh Sangvi will be the best attacker of the game. The English were quite brilliant against the Aussies. Well done, Akash. Next up, the best defender of the match. Once again from England, Saj Jiten Malte will be chosen as the best defender. Mr. Vipin Sethi once again to give away this award. Well done, Saj. Quite brilliant. And one final award for the evening, and that's for the player of the match, Australia versus England. From Australia, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to have Mr. Virendra Kumar. Yes, thank you, sir, for coming back on stage. Mangesh Jagtap will be the player of the match. Unfortunately, no smile. It was a tough game for the Aussies against the English. But in the end, we've just been witness to a day full of fantastic Kho Kho. And we think day 2 was good. We think day 3 is going to be even better. To talk about what day 3 has to offer, back to the commentary box.
Thank you, Navneet. And talk about what is lined up for you on day 3. Sri Lanka versus the USA, Bhutan versus Germany, New Zealand versus Peru, England versus Malaysia. Our coverage will start at that time. The first game, Sri Lanka versus United States of America. And then, of course, as we move to the latter part of the day, the bright evening where you'll get to see Indian teams in action. Yes, South Africa versus Poland, Australia versus Kenya, India versus Iran in the women's category, and the boys will be up against Peru. That is, hope you enjoyed our coverage as much as we did presenting it for you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night. Keep smiling. See you tomorrow at 10:15.